Kotoko or leading league na 8 points. Nano Pepe ye fantastic analysis bi ha. Kotoko any goals chance or more dash ro krano. Or more Istanbul na hatch folk Istanbul more as or more lose you and hatch folk lose more. Share omo last 4 games. It is saying has problem near then. What should they do? No more to me as I back bill. Hatch folk. Seraph.
Is it a problem in the game? No, you problem.
You game no so. But problem nankasa ye day.
Recruitment. It's a problem. No, see, before we start to experience Saudi, you know, a build up of Nioma Bebre and a Beckham and the Oba Bedru Hanamo. Inti has team no any bad, but they can't show say. So we are justified the far players. Now pick 1 or 2 be expect to say a bit taking them time to gel. Okay. A different from player the Kotoko you know going for accomplished players ni players
identify
based on Kotoko no be years after Omasofabi. Anti has you know ube suffer sad because enya kwase Kotoko jai over 16 something players mo obi akoi after so no investing in those players because we realize say sad no enya to me make a lot of
almost standard.
Standard. Into questionable recruitment policy.
Okay.
I can't be they have to focus about Bedru animal. That is not to say player be has fine and at least has fine. A couple of players from nations. It was okay. A couple of them on be justified here. But Yankase, unya kosa policy, unya adopt our policy now. You prepared say Ubema who America. To me, I am not surprised about the difficulty of how to folk.
Okay.
Has asanya a coach I may say or you too political NA because on name management a court na a crana because now we and criticize you we criticize you so be are comfortable with how things are. If any other coach be and know how to folk account here say more man and yes recruitment in so on fan league he will talk at a point in time when Quatara no justify why has intimate got to players because players board you know. I ask myself coach pressure done so up yes so unko ye bibi no on the on yes ade no obe expect say my plan A near me plan B near mo anya me plan A get me my plan B but no mom A defend why I had to folk into me nya players be why na just so mom at a point in time now I say or can send me as a etia Kotoko because I say Kotoko what Kotoko were doing and Quatara was by implication no criticize the na Kotoko in terms of Sikano Moody top players in terms of recruitment and Kotoko in terms of rebuilding and Kotoko so moyen now with hindsight one we say so be koko for samba o now na what share how experience is or bano hit the ground runner because an experienced player obi koko for a very experienced player now no pick the young boys a kai say e be take mreka kra before they will be able to gel and then go so also be ya obeka say ni nyina basically it also boils down to ineffective scouting system because when a scouting house players brane bebo ya na ya foul and a players na year and son of Munina boy and Jayi be any de coach and a kakra ya to for build the team. You cannot do that and expect so be dominated teams are your recruitment. Sadio Mr. Kotoko ye Emma Ejigui Kotoko had to learn in a hard way. I realize it's a sub policy no and your policy ubetimi instant resource. And your policy ya the pay resource over time. So has team almost on after 2-3 years, they will give them results because the boys are good, but they may take you a bit of time for the likes of Wayomo and to give you results because they are young and they would take you a bit of time to.
So how can you there's a league where you're more free?
No, but yesterday I've told you House of Folk cannot win the league. And I'm being very honest with you at all because me can't say me will fire. But as I'm not the Etianos. So offer baby offer and as men sabu so me chow baby I will be out man half. No cranny say.
I'm going to send you off and go on there.
So I can't be any problem when a statement worker. But the truth of the matter is say you cannot expect a House of Folk team no. And then yet House of Folk Kotoko it's a football language.
Sure.
Ube to me there will be occasional bit to me the unsung players. I are there once a while. Leicester City beba na bia Claudio Ranieri do ma ye bibi na a surprise the whole world but you cannot do it consistently. And see once a while. So has the so has winning ya come for see I can't hear. But the truth of the matter is that it happens once a while. But football language, you say you build. What a man for house Pep Guardiola ban or try once you know realize Mfafe Ojai obi na fe wonu and say the bear because he realized that the omo person or achieve to me achieve with the likes of Gaio Clichy Nazri near he had to let all of them go, and that is how football language are. But coach in there, this is my issue with the coach. When we were a coach on Philly pressure, who were a coach, and me I am surprised at the posture of Accra Hearts of Oak. Accra Hearts of Oak coaches ba Kenechi Yasuhachi, Samuel Boadu, Frank Nuttall. There have been coaches pressure almost to deliver. And then as someone where the answer pressure needs to deliver. And the reason is that the man because they be a compromiser. As a woman, obia I'm putting a young queen in a bad light on criticizing management on criticizing and on. But anytime Hearts of Oak ever go through, you know very well how to focus in trouble.
Yamra game nankasa, so especially that stunner, that goal from Razak Simpson.
Razak kakra. Oh yeah, professor the standard ne ya bro ye local league. Oh yeah, obviously the standard ne ya above that. To score 3 goals as a central defender last season, and also we in 4th goal this particular season for a central defender in the Ghana Premier League. Ombo club no ye Kotoko ne house ibia was some base bia no nations almost support me aka. For him to do that, it boils down to the pure quality as an individual. Sasadi Okoye Accra Hearts of Oak grounds.
Our first win over Hearts of Oak since they came into the league.
Me say, if it was Benjamin Asari no woman, Benjamin Asari would have forced the save. That's what I think. Because in Ketia, I expect
the goalkeeper didn't expect the ball.
Now expect the ball. I expect today. What are you expecting over there in the pool? They expect today. Because what they have born, the very moment pause mami unya or kick ball na keep an bar range no what they had here. Sir, a goalkeeper that poem or say unexpectable. A goalkeeper
the
reason why born they say because one dive he didn't dive. No, one forcing what they are Chenanka Zumi are there kakra what that be untimia. You see one force a dive. One anticipate say baby are born one.
So more rotating video no nti. Very difficult so betimi.
One anticipate say baby born on or be drive born. Now here it is. Hwebebia defenders ne wo any baby a goalkeeper no one you could see a certain distance.
Yeah.
Now unya steady distance now you realize that your ball because na almost simenim when you the type ni bi.
Okay.
When they didn't block in Ketia's view because where the player players no close to the 18-yard line no.
And so 6-yard
good.
But
So there's enough
viewing space.
And what's a unu born? Now they attempt even a dive. Akwana wa attempt a dive. I said the all kwa ball. Now you says a ball. Now kwa for me, Hearts of Oak biggest problem last season was goalkeeping. And Benjamin Asari best survey ma or the 12 clean or 12 games without conceding. Now it clearly tells you Benjamin Asari has been the difference between last season Accra Hearts of Oak and this season Accra Hearts of Oak. I mean, Sankasa Assembly Bio. Yes, Hearts of Oak and a Boating and Omanya. I mean, Omanya a couple of players or make a difference. But I so fun on a scale. Hearts of Oak team last season, any Hearts of Oak team this season, one key factor, one key difference. A goalkeeper.
Why did Hearts lose the game yesterday?
Hearts lost the game 1. I mean 1. a lot of factors contributed to this. Hearts of Oak, hours to the game, now has ni baby a ball.
Now what ya cry on? What's your affect you? Do free Kumasi Bane?
Okay, so me be church man.
Some points in the
No, wow, we born so then one say I trust here kwa no.
Now also see also
one so for me enye key.
Wow, what ya cry?
Enye key
value now man. Affect you. Do no free Kumasi ba.
Enye key factor. One, Hearts of Oak ebo I mean this has a ball artificial turf. Okay, so put all that together for me. Cassie Mingle and Johnson Smith. The two of them are doing some good work.
Okay.
Nations, mind you, Nations and consider goals. One of the meanest defense ever league in them.
Later, maybe so why they do so well away by Baho Munti.
Meanest defense ever league in it. You know, who said Nations are Kaiser or Bebre. And then if you watch how Hearts of Oak struggle, you hear Coach Quatara say he's always been saying that their problem is about goal scoring. Their problem is about goal scoring. Yes. And if your problem is goal scoring, now only teamer, the defense and the said thing. Una also goal scoring no nya neka is any or show not just a wound to me. And only one. Again, on the day until say you free moon, brah, you know very well. The Black Stars defender has shown clearly Sandra he was a pillar for them. Bleaching the defense. No. Difficult for them because for me overall, and has of chances. Kunedu chance they had the chance, but
3 decent chances.
And supporters need be a spiritual, but I spiritual. The problem for Accra Hearts of Oak is not spiritual. A physical problem. Mu attribute to my spiritual. Mu be ya man for any reason.
Just a comment on Simpson's goal.
I think he tried.
You think?
No. A classic goal, but I also feel that goalkeeping was an issue. We only way say we bet media we Gabenjamin aside the virginity. Kobeye obe paribon no.
Now my blasters for look consider the
ball. No. Inti Kebeye a good drive and a good save. But in Ketia the end no to me mouse a good save.
Seraph, about
credit to him. The technique no the ball no. The vision for that angle. Yes. And the power behind the ball.
Any goalkeeper now are attentive. No.
The Ketia the say.
Seraph and the higher comma 87.9 FM. Steve.
I was here.
Hearts of Oak Eluzu game no. Many maybe phone lines earlier na Kojopuku amanfo wo she draw for Hearts of Oak near day. Me nim why akwese na ye huro bi no mu huro mu a. Enra wo she game we den and then Simpsons go.
No mushia coach to me oya de chen Quatara. Has team no mushia two brains omo ye better than.
And Mengo was so confident so we could win the game.
But I was here, you see, say if there are other competitions, Anka, I would say I would say nations, it's me edgy trophy because they have quality. And the boys we free why.
And now the league no more than the trophy behind us.
And I make on say you count on basis or more they are closer to say any the number of matches. They are say no okay Liverpool Arsenal, I'm trophy in
dance.
Oh, one time my Arsenal, my person, my man, here clear amount. That's why I'm referencing that. Not to talk of, me, a fan of talking about Liverpool. That's it. I was here. Quality now, more Kofo, Gripman, Simpson, Nete, striker, and he didn't debut. I mean, Humbo. Any quality no mukutas coaches no. I wasn't call omo Timmy GBB. Because I'm thinking say players we know be a doctor beja ebetombi.
They do so well away. But eba homa Pepe ye fantastic analysis be over homa. Omo na age league no mo na lady. Ba uko sorry uko away a. Ba uko home omo da 15th. Omo ko relegation ye.
They were stronger at home.
Than away. Did then omo ye away ni ya omo ntimi anye no home.
I'm say balance na no. Osha Kotoko see nations are better away than Kotoko. Nations
away there they are the best.
Six matches. Into a chance teams in the league in Obi
they are the best away.
Last season,
but one of the worst at home.
I'm so we need 16 games at home also. For Samate. I think 17 wins at home.
I know league.
But I win and then
yes.
It has been a thing about the Ghana Premier League. Balance in each other. Obienu TV show the dominant. And there was ya Sadia we no discussion no thing.
Yeah.
It be what mainly because of refereeing decisions. Sometimes games be what to say nations are game be what to say game with there. Offside calls be near they are bent on scoring, but because of referee's decision, deny Omupa similar thing can happen.
And no game no. Then the country a costume had to folk defeat. No.
I was here game they started. I think the first 30 minutes. Now was nations in Sushegu. Almost started first 30 minutes. There were two opportunities via Omunya almost Messi and a Hasi the also. Amanon said Hasi the answer the opesa I say a team can see here ni pado do until necessary can assemble you who can before you start this season. No. Say you can't go into a major season with Hamza and Kwan as your main striker. Into no moon take a cue from. Oh, say Pepe can say be say positional has a deal last season. I know crowd was more or show more park see any.
Yes.
But man, yana coach in the buy. Na me names are done the accountant for has name.
Fans be so a player agent.
Say player board day.
A boy day.
Nanka Koto player ne board there be ma coach in where easier.
Grand and Kafa home.
Nanka problem ni say. Also mo ko fa na bana because mo expect bibia because 15 years ago emu oba bi na now ye some 18 years ago. Into ko fa na ba now so oni with that the phone na ye adwuma into why dwen say or is still a good coach a big problem. Media problem of us of folk na mainly coaching. Because if coach etimi are confident enough to say onye architect no abeju dan agu asan ayi they are not sacking now otimi fa players we aka say we wo ho na ontimi nye bibia these same players abusuya o de ma coach bia at least home form no be kostro kakra
before I over bass Simpson go na me bisa o say no ready fi akosto hat folk den league no omo film betimi ana eno ano no
say omo 37 points omo soro na
at the 6th position
omo soro no 45-44
8 points between omo ne the lead.
But before that game no you closer so mbe ana the ama na ye dia ma omo ne say it's a teams no more soro baby any go stars they wa share has home and away osane Kotoko e wo game awuzia ana nations asa akoshe no next in line media man so pesoro ho bi ewura and media man so chain has just a point. Mediama would want to be top there. Yes, into our matches now, I cost you more a lot. And almost almost lose game na chess on besa ko further because Bechemu kobo home no be for a born to na tram this season. It is expected say Bechemu be show fee. Bechemu shed dia na chess or besa has one man ko down further. Inti defeat we there I cost you more. I was thinking say game with there anka betimi this energy no Roma akopɛ but it looks as if say the dynamics of the game and the two coaches no quality no difference no huge.
Samson go no.
I was brilliant. When you Puskas when I may expect you finish and can now pursue or more hand the horse out. We cried in Yamiadum, I asked you to the park and effect. Come on a oh, na me because who the flight of the ball all the way into net and Ghana pay foreign fana Puskas contender nanki Obianka was a technique no use here and yet by chance ni any chance is something probably or practice our training grounds or share free kick or share before this game or move home look at the execution of free kick. Now, I say, or you'll be able to take it time. No, practicing how to hit the ball, when to hit the ball. Any baby, I was say, direct shot no call. So since the idea why idiot, we have to applaud him. And yes,
we
as football lovers.
Oh, okay.
I was saying, because these things, local players and tensi. Ya walk on and grow pem coin. We are not in unity.
But I say, Pepe, and no, I had to folks of I.
Me person bought Razak Simpson voice in the beam at the moment. Watch him was say almost 30 games Steve. No munya corner kicks now. Almost Pijabana has a pima to box run. So the reason TFU decided say has and so players or more. Could you add more height?
No, they are not good to cop him.
Almost pim the Bianca coach, but who's a house for a pimba, almost pima. Tiam knows of catch us. Oh, clear boy.
My box now.
Tell my bob on coach is in the catcher. Any young Casabo the German income. Because all pimba two box and all. Oh, pimba baby, Obi a clear sight at Goa. Exactly why I assist.
Never voice in here.
All the time, say like we have a corner kick, coach will instruct me to go and head. I'm part of those people that will go and head. But I saw that anytime we go, they head the ball and the ball comes to the like where I shoot the ball. So I said, oh, this time around, no, let me stay. So I stayed and I anticipated the ball. And when it came, then I took my chance. No, not really absolutely, but like I have a target. Last season, I think I scored about 3 goals. And this season right now, I've scored 4. So I have a target. And at the end of the season, you'll see the number of goals. What I would say is, I will thank God that I'm getting this opportunity, this exposure.
I'm branching a voice in here.
It was a
Razak Simpson.
coach, a man instructions on pinball.
Yes.
But also who said, couldn't you add on born baby on pim? It's where can I locate myself? Because who's a pimba box next year? The other at this time, I want to stay. Now, me has a born baby, and I born or pim at the baby on and the delivery, but Ralph actually goalkeeping was a problem. Apart from goalkeeping being a problem, player now Razak a control ball no Jinan and Chain has a full winger. Odi has a wuchen bia. Odi has a wuchen bia. A branch just stop boy on in the general. Now born a bouncy. I rise it to the knee level. And son obo. You must trouble him. I know my example.
Yeah.
Sabono, Baba has posted you. VIP session on. Tama pass no choir among Krakonia 1v1 with goalkeeper Ferry Casaro. Obi or VIP obi a trans din. But Patrick Casado making sure say on foul among Kra. But on also on Mamankra enya a clear sight at goal. Now onya on more bonus at the ope. It's your trouble. Olusu the balance Canabono and I'm che baby. I'm the penny. Quatara, he's not respecting Hasselhoff as a club. Now I don't blame him. Voice now, boy, what's he say?
He's not under pressure.
And you think that this is Hasselhoff standard? Yeah, a league. In the last 12 points, when you won. Now, we a coach, how to be kind of boldly say there's no pressure on you. Do you respect the brand that you are representing? We are talking about Hasselhoff. They have picked 1 point in the last 4 games. And 1 from possible 12 points. Coach, they say there's no pressure on him. Or no pressure behind him also. And I'm saying, you bet my trans like I said, Abubakar Quatara, and Sami Okike, or the Buo Edma has a folk brand, the badge or resenting. I was thinking, Sandra, obey soba kakana wa kasebia, obepa ejita for ne chow. You see, kwaya Kotoko she become Chelsea, Zakaria of Zeni, the chow party supporters, my general one, they seem to that. I don't know, go for Mufan and Sakotoko, 18 Shana. Also, one of their chow papa, the member become Chelsea supporters, you know. Give no one bill to come and your chow. Ah, I did because now, what do you actually my basso? Naming Zanka, Abubakar Quatara. Because supporters in Fanche. Now, of course, this is not what we plan for. Yebusa say your next game, big game, medium, I will go into it. Whatever comes, we accept it. The man doesn't respect the badge. Has a folk badge, you know. Now badge you cry there. Now say na Macrunan. Every year for us £5,000 was $5,000. I can't desire energy here. On Fabu on Famasa badge and was a penny. And a young woman passer or Timmy Casasa. I am so surprised that the coach is able to speak this way. Say, board there. Yes, they wanted to win and they created so many opportunities. It is not true. Say, born number 2, credit yardon. An opportunity. It was a chance, and young working boy, corner kick from boy. And unfortunately, for the defenders of nations, they missed the ball. And a ball number 12, right? Make Kasua working ball. And know how many chances that has to folk. I'm on board game plan in say, get the ball to the feet of the Rasta head and Purdue. Now Purdue have a cross. Cross now, back on. But nations, squad, maybe.
But has their chances, Kakrao. Very 2 decent chances.
In 90 minutes. And the chances are coaching, they say, the problem of the team of the penny, and not born of a how many say a working ball, they say, some born about 2. Could you have the one and tapping? Yes, a chance. But when we talk about decent opportunities that we create here, Senna has a criteria. You are playing against a team, and no more 3 back, Razak Simpson. Or Osegu for. And a Oko Gripman. Some go for me and saying, how the ball cost of the Penyomba head.
So
House of game plan. Omoje born and no Pierre Yakoma and Padu. Now Padu Tiasobako. No trouble at the sim. Say keep no Nidia say Osman. So I know Osmani ama Piama Chibona. The next thing is the 3 centre backs no. Ebe pinball. Omo pinball na ekodi Christopher Nete ope. No they launch attack. No mum turning defense into attack and the ball attack as folk. But the coach does not respect the badge he is representing. It cannot be the portion of Hearts Folks. The coach of Hearts Folks say, "Hey, game never boy any answer, so and we go to the next game." This is the coach of Kobe Chema. Abrante Bikacha said, "Hearts of Folk are expected to win the league. A big club. Who told you want to win the league? Who told you? Nebu Fuso be the league target. I am in one me see that say. Barcelona who you yam come last season. Omo fa Hans Flick no nim say omo fa so league. It is a team that struggled last season.
Yeah.
It is a team in the Champions League. They've been struggling over the years. And until the World Cup Championship na ba so club World Cup no. Barcelona nim. Yeah, put 2 top teams every Spain no. Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. Barcelona performance. But Champions League omunu semi-final mkobobi. And the idea is for them to go and win. Yeah. The idea is that they will win the Copa del Rey. The idea is that they will win the Spanish La Liga. Yeah. That is the minimum standard you expect from a big club. This coach, Obi the league, has a colleague. No, train one for so Bianca Joshua Kojili. On respected badge, and I'm supposed to have a baby has a done. Any games now, I'm going to 5 games. I don't want. We may end up praying for us to survive again.
Oh,
no, yeah,
Pepe.
Oh, no, yeah. The club that has picked 1 point in 12. As
has for 37 points.
And I'm saying they have picked 1 point in the last 12 points
of
a fight.
Kotoko, you just 8 points.
At a point, I don't know what Kotoko. You have no crash. At a point, no more Kotoko.
8 points. So has been 8 points. Easy.
At a point, no more Kotoko. You up I am no analysis. They were leading Kotoko at a point. Coach, is serious about Japan. Now, or the bomb Diema. The likelihood is that Mediama Benya results over House of Folk. No, Steve analysis not chosen. Mediama prevented House from winning. House in Sano. Bechem will go and win. Not Bechem, Mammy League table and Trabich. No, more down.
Now has it.
And check a match is not what was a penny.
Wow.
But be a problem. No one know. And coach, no, you're serious. And when your management are. When you're serious, my father say the coach be be the opposite way be and the coach the opebia and all the team and number people and your house bobri nyabusia.
Zekov Mohammed say Brasame, please tell Pepe the Hearts of Folk he used to know is dying slowly and it will get to a time